I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The senator's confirmation hearings this morning for Secretary of State and his Republican colleague, Senator Tom Cotton, tells Fox.
Well, I think Marco will do a great job, not just at this hearing, but implementing President Trump's foreign policy. I suspect the Democrats will focus on some of their past differences. They did, after all, run against each other in 2016.
Also today,
the Senate Intelligence Committee will question Trump's nominee to lead CIA, John Ratcliffe, who previously directed the entire nation's spy apparatus as Director of National Intelligence. As a former House member, he was a staunch Trump defender in Congress. Plus, Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi will sit for one of a two-day confirmation hearing this morning on Capitol Hill.
As Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Also facing hearings today, the Trump nominees for Energy and Transportation Secretaries and the Director of the Office of Management and Budget. The day after Pete Hegseth's contentious hearing with Democrats who don't have the votes to block the defense secretary nominee, telling Hegseth he's not qualified and questioning him over sexual misconduct and financial mismanagement and alcohol abuse allegations. Republican Senator Jim Banks tells Fox.
The Democrats made up false accusations with unverified rumors and tried to use that against Pete, but he swept it all aside. He focused on the issues.
5 days before President-elect Trump returns to the White House, President Biden will go on TV giving a farewell address tonight from the Oval Office, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. On his way out, the president's notified Congress he plans to lift the designation of Cuba as a state sponsor of terror.
It's part of a deal struck by the Catholic Church, which will see hundreds of Cuba's political prisoners freed. The U.S. considers these inmates unjustly detained. The White House will also lift some economic restrictions.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. It's a Cuba policy change President-elect Trump could undo. There's still strong wind worry in the Los Angeles area, fearing the wildfires could get worse. They've already burned down more than 12,000 homes and buildings with 24 deaths confirmed. America's listening to Fox News.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with any base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
While the Senate focuses on Trump nominee confirmation hearings, House Republicans passed a bill on a controversial issue.
In a narrow vote in the House, the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act passed with the help of 2 Democrats. It would ban males from competing in women and girls sports. The issue championed by former collegiate swimmer and Outkick host Riley Gaines, who on Capitol Hill called Democrat woke policies absurd.
Whether it's feeling like you have to refer to Latino individuals as Latinx, believing that men can become women, believing that men can breastfeed, believing that tampons belong in boys' bathrooms, entirely and thoroughly absurd.
Senate Republicans now aiming to take up the bill soon, and President-elect Trump, as he did on the campaign trail, has vowed to sign it. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
A lot of people have packed on too many pounds, but there is a new report that suggests too many of them are considered obese, not just overweight.
Obesity should not be defined solely by BMI or body mass index, which is a calculation of height and weight. That's according to nearly 60 global experts who contributed to a newly published report in the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology journal. The report argues obesity should be defined as BMI combined with other factors like waist circumference, as well as health problems that might be linked to a few extra pounds. Obesity is estimated to affect 1 billion people around the world. Under the new suggested criteria, 20% of those who used to be classified as obese would no longer meet the definition. Tom Graham, Fox News.
We will find out later this hour if inflation crept back up again last month and the annual rate of consumer price increase the day after we learned that wholesale price inflation increased year over year in December. This morning's report could affect the stock market. For now, futures are on the rise, up more than 200 points for the Dow. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Mattoon man accused of hitting his ex-wife and another person with his truck outside a Walmart. Officers called out Saturday on that report of the hit and run. Police learned that a white-colored truck hit two people, then fled. Both victims hospitalized. One of the victims identified her ex-husband, not as white as the suspect. Illinois State Police Division of Criminal Investigation Trafficking Enforcement Bureau arresting 6 during a 2-day human trafficking demand suppression operation in Bloomington or McLean County. Operation focused on identifying individuals seeking to engage in commercial sex acts. Champaign Police Chief Tim Tyler is appointing Greg Manzana as the new Deputy Chief of Police. Manzana will oversee the department's Uniform Patrol Division, specialized units including the Crisis Intervention Team, SWAT field training, explosive ordnance, and he served with the Champaign Police Department since 2002. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All right, thank you. Well, I got had -7 in my car,
right.
Mr. Greg.
It's pretty bright.
Yeah. What do you think this is, January?
Get your attention out there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well,
you're thinking about that cruise, aren't you?
Nope. I'm thinking about being a grandparent.
Did you hear something?
So last night, just after 10 p.m.,
goody, yeah.
A little girl was born.
Oh, congratulations, Steve. Look how beautiful.
He's beautiful.
Can you show the camera?
Yeah, I think so.
People on X at Stevie JAYFM can see.
Her name is Josephine.
I love Josephine.
And that's just... I mean, they went in at 5 p.m. She had a 2-hour labor, and the baby was 8 pounds, 12 ounces.
Oh, wow.
That's a big baby now.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything about anything.
Natural reactions.
Okay.
Always like to share things on the radio.
Congratulations
Thank you.
to Nathaniel.
Grandpa.
Yeah, I know.
Grandpap.
Yep, we're very thankful. Very, very blessed and excited. Thank you, Jesus. What a gorgeous little baby.
Yes.
We'd seen the last sonogram, and the features are so beautiful, and I saw the face, and I'm going, I don't know if you're a boy or girl, but you're beautiful.
Now, Allison has red hair. Does Josephine have red hair?
I can't tell. I don't know.
Okay.
But I know that they're thrilled and excited and thankful, and wow, it's... Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this and hold this beautiful little angel. So I'm a girl dad and a boy dad, so I was ready for either. And this little girl is going to be just stunning. So there you go.
Are they in town or out of town?
They're by you, buddy. They're by Chicago.
Oh, okay.
They're just south of O'Hare. They're near Park Ridge. So.
Oh, I know exactly where it's at. Right off the old Tri-State Tollway.
Yep.
Home of the Pickwick.
Home of the what?
Pickwick, I think. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie theater out there, right?
I don't know. I just know how to get there. So, anyway, it's hard to articulate because it's so new. But we got the call about 10:30. We were actually in bed, and Janet answered, and I said, "Oh my gosh!" And there it was.
Goodness.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited here this morning. The family has grown. Pretty happy. So, thank you.
Got a good bench and now a minor league system coming.
Here we go. That's it. Let's go. All right. Let's check your weather. Brought to you this morning by Carl.
Carl reminds you they're always looking for people that are interested in improving the health of community members across the region. Plus, there's opportunities for growth. Consider visiting carl.org/careers.
Janet's mom's middle name was Josephine.
I see.
Well, we had no idea, but Allison just loved the name. So.
I do too.
Josephine, and I think middle name is Gray, which is her father's mother's maiden name. So anyway, exciting. Really, I don't know what to do with this. I'm so excited.
Call her Joey, maybe?
I have no idea. I'm going to call
Josephine,
her whatever they tell me to call her. Josephine, I'll make up a song. Come on, man. We'll write a musical.
There we go.
Let's go.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Meteorologist, what are we looking at here on this Wednesday?
Yeah, this is about the season's coldest air. Told you a little icy crystalline snow on top of that old snowpack, and this is what you come up with, the old clear sky, light wind radiation cooling process. 6 below now over at Willard and Savoy, 3 below Danville, 3 below at Rantoul, 0 at Bloomington. Normal, the sub-zero cold goes past I-70 all the way down to I-64. In some of the low cold spots, i.e. in the Wabash at Crawfordsville, Indiana, 12 below at the current time, and even up north towards the Kankakee, they're down below 0 this this morning. Some single digits around Park Ridge and the near northwestern suburbs of Chicago for the record. So a cold day today, but we'll get some moderation of the cold. But again, this time of the year, you get it cold, you need wind. You want to warm it up, you get wind. And so the net effect is still a chilly one at 21 and a west-southwesterly wind increasing at 10 to 18 and gusty. Tonight, increasing clouds, a couple snowflakes around early and late on a warm front, lows mid-teens and rising. Tomorrow, a couple snowflakes early on, then partly sunny, a bit on the windy side. And 31 is more seasonal for the time of year on a southwest wind. 20s tomorrow night, up to 38 on Friday. We'll bring that milder, moisture-laden air over the cold grounds and snow-covered grounds. Maybe some fog in the air, too, both Friday and a little rain late in the day. Windy on Saturday, a transition day. No major storm, but cold front number 1 brings a little rain snow mix at some point in the morning. Cold front number 2, the Arctic front, has a couple snow showers and flurries, recoating things over in spots. Saturday in the morning at 31, by evening time 24, and we're stuck in the low teens. That's it on Sunday. Bite to that northwest and north wind, snow showers and flurries around. Here comes more sub-zero cold, right around 5 below, both Monday and Tuesday morning. Highs barely to 10 above, and we'll begin another brief moderation of temperatures at some point. Wind blown the middle part of next week. For Steve J. Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, my friend, thank you so much. 7-Eleven has the campus of Indiana University ever lost a basketball game that bad at home?
Man,
I don't think so. I think this is just like at Oregon, we beat Oregon worse than they've ever been beaten, 32. And last night was 25, and it wasn't that close.
94-69 was the final.
State the obvious. I think we missed Kasparas for a couple of games. It was very nice to see him back. Really a young man who's done nothing and in quite some time. Went through shoot-around today. But what a first half by him. I thought Ben set the tone for the game, diving on the floor for a loose ball. The very first play, and really challenged this team because we were so out of character in our last game. And we responded. So I'm excited about that. I thought Kylan was very, very effective. Getting downhill, I thought he dominated at both ends of the court in the second half, especially with his rebounding. Tommy double-double was nice to see, and I thought we did a really good job of playing a lot through him tonight. And bench did a great job. We got good looks. We got out in transition. It's one area we felt like we could hurt them. But and I thought our attention to the scouting report was very good tonight. So hard place to come in and win. We played well and did it against teams got the same record as we do. So on to the next.
All right, that's on to the next. Michigan State Sunday afternoon at 2. And
I think it's 11.
They must have changed it then, because somebody had said 11, but it has been 2. Clearly, it's an effort to hurt Illinois.
Right. We just don't do well on the 11 a.m.
Time to start doing well 11 a.m. So.
And here's another one on fightingillini.com. It says 11 a.m. on CBS.
Okay, they've changed the time on me. Now it's our job to figure it out. Okay, I'm not hanging that. I'm just not going to do that because teams have to play at 11 a.m. whenever they play. So get up earlier or something. But no, our record at 11 a.m. has not been great.
Right.
Anyway, we'll change it on Sunday.
Okay.
Now, this is in the locker room after the game. Well, that was pretty exciting. Brad, I mean, anytime you win on the road, it's just a really quality win. So, all right.
Boy, Luke Goody, a little feisty.
Well, I think he's trying to show his team what it takes. Because honestly, I don't think Mike Woodson will be their coach next year. They were chanting "Fire Mike Goodson" in Indiana.
Oh no!
The students left at halftime when it was 60-32.
I saw that.
No,
on
this is
social media.
The fact that you could buy $12 tickets at Indiana should have been an indication yesterday when we talked about it that things are not going well in Bloomington. So I don't think Mike Woodson, who was a hero player for Bobby Knight back in the late 70s, was not part of the undefeated Indiana team that won the national championship, but was a very good player for him. I just don't think he makes it. And the team, I thought Indiana played hard for about 10 minutes of that basketball game, and that's it. We out-hustled them. We out-rebounded them. We got to loose balls. It was not a good look, and we took advantage of it and won the ball game. So good job, Illinois. Have the Hoosiers ever lost by 25 at home? I don't think so. So again, enjoy every moment of this basketball team Illinois has this year, because it's a special bunch of guys. So, I mean, we have 7 teams we've beaten by 30 or more this year. And I think already 2 in the Big Ten, and we beat Indiana by 25. I mean, this is just stuff that doesn't happen very often.
And let me get on that Kasparas Yakachonis fan club here, scoring 21 points and 3 rebounds with 5 assists, but really out of the gate. Didn't he have 8 of our 10 points?
Yeah, and again, they left him open. And you're going, how could you leave that guy open? Okay, well, he made his first 3 shots. He had a 3, and a 2. So 8 points out of the gate, and we're up 12-8 at the first break. And then I think 24-12 or something at the second time out. I mean, we just kept expanding it, and it felt like one of those games we're getting pretty familiar with, where Illinois, when we're making shots, and we were making the threes for the most part in the first half anyway, 8 out of 19 in the first half. So I don't know. Good win. Heck of a win. It's hard to beat Indiana at Indiana. We all know that.
Yeah.
So we'll take it, sir.
Kasparas, 7 20-point games, tied with Io for the most by an Illinois freshman in the Brad Underwood era, and 1 away of overall freshman record set by Corey Bradford as a redshirt freshman in 98-99.
Best player I've ever seen in Illinois is Kasparas Yakachonis. That's what I've got.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to reserve it and try and make sure I wasn't going too quick, and it's very subjective. We've obviously had some wonderful basketball players at Illinois, but to my eye, that's the biggest time player we've ever had here. That's my opinion.
Tomislav Ivicic, 17 points, 11 rebounds. That was his 7th double-double. Wow. I mean, we've got some players here. And Tomislav and Luke Goody, maybe not such good friends.
Well, again, Luke Goody, I like Luke. He's a good kid, but he was a little elbow-y and shoved the heck out of hit Ivicic hard, which kind of started a little melee at the end. And Bolo got kicked out of the game because he dove over the pile to push Ivicic. It was not good, and Brad just said, hey, in the heat of the competition. But Luke definitely had a flagrant. I mean, I think he was trying to get his team to fight because the team didn't look like they were fighting, and that's the worst look a coach can have.
Yeah.
And we were just dominating, 60-32
at the half
on their floor.
But then they went on a 10-0 run, getting into when the half.
They cut it to 16, which wasn't comfortable. But then we expanded it back to 30. So it was a win going away in Hoosier land.
Kylan Boswell with a game-high 22 points.
I think most of those in the second half, if not all of them. Weather this morning brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
They've got their new health and wellness center. If you want to check it out, only $5 admission. Maybe you want to get things going in 2025. You can find out the details at urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign-Urbana and vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather ahead with regard to sunshine, but boy, a bitter start to the day. Will moderate later into the afternoon to about 21 as west and southwesterly winds pick on up 8 to 16 miles per. Watch the wind chills later on today. Cold tonight with increasing clouds, couple snowflakes around with a low down to about 15. Temperatures will begin to rise after midnight on a fresh southwest wind for the day tomorrow. Flurry chance early, more seasonal, breezy, partly sunny, and 31. In the 20s for tomorrow night, up to 38 with a mostly cloudy Friday, some patchy fog around and a touch of rain later in the day. It'll be a windy day as well. More wind and cold with temperatures sliding back into the 20s Saturday afternoon. A little rain snow mix in the morning, a couple of snow showers and flurries in the afternoon, maybe a snow flurry, and we're stuck in the lower teens on a bite to that northwest to north wind on Sunday. We'll be down below zero both Monday and Tuesday morning. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm Peter Greg Solgay.
You've set your financial goals. One kid plans to go Big Ten, the other Ivy. Your bucket list includes seaside sunrises and sunsets on the slopes, or perhaps a second home away from it all. Busey Bank can help develop the right investment strategy to take charge of the years ahead. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
JP Morgan Chase is reporting a record profit for last year, and in the fourth quarter, its profit jumped 50%. CEO Jamie Dimon cites low unemployment and healthy consumer spending. He says businesses are more optimistic about the economy, though the risks he cites are government spending, inflation, and geopolitical conditions. Wells Fargo also reported upbeat earnings for the fourth quarter. It was helped by stronger investment banking. Bank of New York Mellon says its earnings jumped 27% in the recent quarter. It earned higher investment fees, helped by the market rally resulting from the Fed's interest rate cuts and the election of President Trump, who's promised lower taxes and less regulation. Wall Street will be reacting today to the Consumer Price Index reading for December. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jeannie Cosola, invested in you.
I'm Benjamin Hall, Fox News senior correspondent and New York Times best-selling author, and I'm searching for heroes. Every Monday, I'll speak with a few silent but noteworthy heroes, everyday people who illuminate stories of compassion and are true embodiments of heroism. Make sure you subscribe to my podcast, Searching for Heroes with Benjamin Hall, wherever you download podcasts, and please leave a rating and a review.
I have a circle of friends that have been talking about getting a better place. And if you're interested in selling your home, call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans at 239-7113. I love the relationship with some of the top builders in the area.
Yeah, that's something we've worked on over the last 5 or 6 years, is really getting in on the inside of not just the building part of the subdivisions, but the whole development part of it. So we've chosen to partner with a lot of these builders locally, Champaign, Mahomet, Savoy, and we to really understand what these subdivisions look like, who has access to what lots, what these lots cost, what type of home is going to be built in that subdivision. That way, when people are looking to plan to build, and if that's now or in a few years, where their home is most likely going to be the best fit for them, or what type of community they're looking for.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to the NateEvansGroup.com.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
Illinois basketball season is underway. Single game tickets to see your Fighting Illini at State Farm Center are on sale now at fightingillini.com. Great seats are still available. Lock in your tickets for big games against Big Ten opponents before they're gone. Don't miss your chance to see the winningest team in the Big Ten Conference over the last 5 years. Be part of the atmosphere and get tickets at fightingillini.com.
Most winningest Big Ten team in the last 5 years. You're Fighting Illini, trying to make it 6 now. And Michigan has not lost. Michigan State has not lost in conference play. And we go to East Lansing. It looks like it is an 11 a.m. tip-off. So we'll have to deal with the woes that we've had at 11 a.m. So we just shake it off and do something great at 11 a.m. because Michigan State's got to get up at the same time.
And this is on CBS at least. I don't jump through all these new, service on TV and
listen, Peacock. I don't know how many people. Anybody? How do you find out? Because I have to Google search sometimes what channel's it on. Because you could have Fox Sports 1, you could have obviously Big Ten, you could have CBS.
I mean, they'll let you know when you go to fightingillini.com and you see the breakdown of all the ins and outs of the games.
But there are a lot of people who probably did not see the game because they don't have Peacock. I don't know what it is, $6.99 a month? I don't think it's a ton, but it's just like all the other services. There's a lot to get.
That's right.
If you want to subscribe to them, and how do you know what you're needing to get? But for sure, like on the NFL, you got Prime now. You got to be on Prime and Peacock if you want to see all the NFL football games. And it's pretty smart of those channels to spend the money to force people who are probably going to watch particularly the NFL, which has just exploded with fantasy and gambling and everything else. There's just a lot of viewerships on the NFL. And then I think for the most part, stuff like the NCAA championship is probably ESPN or ABC or something.
Right.
They're owned by the same company, ESPN, ABC, same Disney kind of thing. So anyway, we'll see. So we'll take on Tom Izzo's very good Michigan State basketball team, first place team. They must play this week, but I don't know where and who. Oh, by the way, USC did beat Iowa last night. So every time USC wins now, probably good for us.
I know. 99-89 was the final there. Number 24, Wisconsin over Ohio State, 70-68.
Yeah.
Some of the upsets were number 21, Ole Miss over number 4, Alabama at Alabama, 74-64. Missouri took down number 5, Florida, 83-82 in a tight one. Arizona over number 25, Baylor, 81-70.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I presume USC hosted that game with Iowa, but I don't know. And it would make me think, are they playing basketball in L.A.?
I think that's true. And I think Iowa has a swing then on the West Coast like so many do.
But how did they play the basketball game in Los Angeles where USC is located? USC and UCLA are right in L.A.
See.
So I'm wondering, if you couldn't play the Rams football game, how were you able to play the USC game? Could you look to make sure? I think it is in, but then again, USC was on this swing. Maybe they had one more game at Iowa before they left, which would make some sense. I don't know. Anyway, it's hard to know when you're talking about a map that stretches from Rutgers to Oregon, Eugene, Oregon, or Seattle, Washington.
Yep.
That's a long bus trip, boys, even though they fly, of course.
That's right.
All right, 727. We do have Steverson. It's like -1. I don't know what the air temperature is. It's cold.
Yes.
I had -7 on my car thermometer this morning early.
And it does affect the battery.
Yeah, so I do have a brand new battery I can give you if you are in need. You need an Interstate battery. According to Interstate Batteries and Mark Martinez, you need a new car, truck, or van battery every 4 years. And so if that's something that's on the radar, or you have an older vehicle and you have not replaced the battery, I'm buying them this morning for you. Convenient.
Yeah, right now we're at 2. It feels like 2 below.
Okay. Okay, so 217-359-2255. That's the number to reach us on the Fisher National Bank text line. Today you can go online to GoStever.com. It's up and ready to go. And you can only win this one time. Okay, so I can't change out your fleet. So it's for one time only when you win this.
Mm-hmm.
So just go to GoStever.com. You get a $150 voucher, which will get you the top of the line Interstate Batteries battery. And Mark Martinez owns this location on North Madison, Champaign.
Works with his brother at that location, 2504 North Madison, Champaign, and really can go out and measure the strength of your battery and help you. It's just great, the service there.
Best car battery guy I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. He doesn't quickly sell you anything. He checks it first. He wants to make sure you need one. But that's the kind of local guy you want.
Out there by the high school is St. Thomas More.
As you're driving north.
There's all kinds of texts coming in at 359-2255 to say, congratulations, Stevie, on being a grandparent.
Yeah, happened last night just after 10 p.m., we think. Got the notice at about 10:30.
Okay.
And, Janet and I are grandparents, which is, wow.
Yeah.
Josephine is her name.
I love it.
8 pounds, 12 ounces. How about that? That's a big baby.
So my grandfather, Joseph Hausman, never met him. He died young. That was on our family radar as a great name, Josephine. It's just classic.
It's kind of an older name, kind of like Erna or
Mm-hmm.
Irma or back in the day. But Josephine has this very classy.
Yes, it
particularly
does.
now that since my granddaughter's particularly classy. So
I love it.
No, we're very thankful. I appreciate it. 217-359-2255 if you want to chime in this morning. Now, Brother Johnny's coming up. Is Ed Martin? I don't know. The new chief of staff for the Office of Management and Budget as of Monday at about 12:30 after the swearing in. I mean, technically at noon he gets sworn in, then he does his speech. So he's the president right after So Help Me God.
Okay.
And has the Bible, and I presume John Roberts, the
Supreme
Court Justice. Chief Justice John Roberts. He did the last time for Donald Trump. I don't know. Maybe he'll do this.
And we had the farewell speech from Joe Biden tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like the foreign policy speech just a day or two ago.
I don't think a lot of. Listen, whatever he's saying, whatever he's doing, and there's a long list of what he's doing here.
It seems like he's just spending all the money. Wasn't there something on college?
But do you think Joe Biden has a list? He doesn't have anything. They're telling him what to read. He's been doing that for years now. Someday somebody will finally write a book and say, "Here's how it worked." Because I don't think he's been doing anything. It's just been by committee is the best guess anybody has. All right, so that's all ending on Monday when we swear in a new president. Thank God. Here we go. 7:30, time for the latest news.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 6 of President-elect Trump's nominees have Senate confirmation hearings today, starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
Pam Bondi begins day one of a 2-day hearing to become Trump's Attorney General. Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. John Ratcliffe to lead CIA. Sean Duffy at Transportation. Chris Wright for Energy. Russell Vought to run OMB.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. It's day 9 of the fires burning in Southern California. At least 24 deaths are confirmed. Thousands of people are homeless now.
A particularly dangerous situation red flag warning, which is rare, is in effect for parts of Los Angeles and Ventura counties, where wind gusts could reach 30 to 50 miles per hour in valleys and coastal areas. Tens of thousands are without power due to shutoffs to prevent lines from sparking new fires.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. The Supreme Court today hears a challenge to a Texas law requiring age verification to access adult content online. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Office of Secretary of State is working to bring IDs in Apple Wallet to Illinois residents. The goal to launch the new IDs by the end of the year. It'll enable residents to seamlessly and securely add and present their driver licenses and state IDs in person and apps using the iPhone or Apple Watch. Urbana man dead and followed a New Year's Day crash in Champaign County. The coroner says Michael Perkins died Sunday in the hospital following the crash January 1st. His death is currently under investigation. Village of Savoy helping a local car dealership, giving it almost $1 million. Sarah Champagne asking the village to pitch in, help with the cost of the new service building. The village has well established a baseline for the current sales tax that they're receiving. The baseline for that has been set at $1 million, and the amount of municipal property tax they receive. Under the agreement, any sales tax above the $1 million baseline will be split 50-50 between Sarah Champagne and the village. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, and it's Saturday. Good-looking day after a bitter start to the day. Winds will pick up, though, so wind chill still into play, and a cold high of about 21. That west-southwesterly wind on the increase at 8 to 16 miles per. Tonight, increasing clouds, cold, down around 15, but rising temperatures after midnight. There may be a couple of snow flurries around early and late, maybe a snow flurry tomorrow morning. More seasonal, bit breezy, partly sunny and 31, with 20s tomorrow night, heading towards 38 on Friday, but a wind-blown day's worth of weather, mostly cloudy, some areas of fog, and a bit of rain late in the day, too. Saturday, following temperatures from the 30s in the morning, 20s in the afternoon, a little rain snow mix in the morning, a couple snow showers and flurries in the afternoon, and very cold weather back in for Sunday and beyond. Highs only in the teens, lower teens at that Sunday, a couple snow showers and flurries. Monday, breezy, very cold, 0 to 5 below in the morning, highs up near 10. 5 below Tuesday morning, the high around 12. We're back into the 20s for readings on Wednesday. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Well, we got them together at least one more time, ladies and gentlemen, before the swearing in, and the nose imprinted on the window looking into the Office of Management and Budget. The doors will open, and Monday after the swearing in for Donald J. Trump, Ed Martin, the Chief of Staff for the Office of Management and Budget. Your guy Russ is on the bench here today. He's on the hot seat, isn't he, Ed?
Yeah, he'll be up for his committee, one of two committee hearings, I think, one today and one probably early next week, maybe Tuesday. So they'll ask a lot of questions. Good news is for him, he's been through this 2 other times in the last administration when he was nominated for positions. So he knows the drill and he knows the subject cold, and we'll see how. And the Democrats and politicians they're doing these kinds of hearings looking for sound bites to try to run in 2026, to try to say, look at how out of touch somebody is, or how, with the public. So I think Russ will do fine. But, yeah, we're going to be up there at 1 o'clock Eastern time, and you'll see you'll see Russ vote, and he's great. He's a great guy, so hopefully it'll be successful.
Brother Johnny ducked out of Bible study, as he always does on Wednesdays, studying Deuteronomy and the future of America. Johnny, I think we're excited, but, Newt Gingrich said last night or the night before, he said, boy, I can't wait till Monday because they're all kind of still sitting on the edge of their seats waiting on what Biden's going to do here before he leaves.
Well, it's just been a long 2.5 months, but I don't know, Eddie. I feel like, when you've seen those movies with Alzheimer's, and I feel like America's like looking around, going, "How long have I been out?" And we're just coming back, and it's all of a sudden everything's real again, and it's like, wow, we got some work to do. But it's looking so good. You're just waiting for the other shoe to fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's right. I think there's some of that. I think I think the stock market, which is not an indication of corporate success more than Main Street, but also small business confidence. Some survey out recently, people are feeling more confident. A lot of the economy is how you feel, and how you feel makes how you act. So I think there's, as you say, lots of good sense and feeling. But you got a real world we're living in. Who knows what happens next? The one thing I'm encouraged that the public and the media understand that we won't be fooled again. I think we won't be fooled by the Russia hoax or the Biden laptop. That trick, that playbook is not going to work. But who knows what they'll do, and who knows what will happen? And there are evil people and evil actors in the world and in our country, and so we're gonna see what happens. But I saw someone comment, when a guy takes a bullet and really should have died if he hadn't turned his head, you have a certain. If you don't like it, you say it's like a fatalism. But if you are, I think, more open, you say the guy's kind of on a mission to do something bigger than he was because he shouldn't be here. And I think there's a real feeling of that. And more and more people that are, Jeff Bezos is coming to the inauguration. Mark Zuckerberg. I'm not excited about that because I don't really care. I'm excited in the sense that it's a signal that I think people realize this is the president. And then they're saying, hey, how do we work together? How do we do things that could be good for the country?
Well, and the other thing, Ed, when people have power and you're kind of subject to that power and you have no idea what they might do today, much less tomorrow, right, you're not going to do much. You're going to wait and see. You're not sure what to do. And whatever you want to say about Donald Trump, he's pretty predictable. And when he says something, he does it. So now you can act based on A, B, C instead of who knows what's next.
Yeah.
And that's huge. And that's also given people that hope that, hey, I think I know what they're thinking and I know why they're going to do it, and I think they're telling me the truth. That's huge. It's not that complicated, but it's a big deal. Once you lose it, you really appreciate it.
And could it be the end of wokeism, Ed? I mean, is it possible that some of this nonsense of the far left has to go away, or they simply won't win an election again? Or are they doubling down, do you think, the other side?
You guys, I was going to say to you, I wasn't sure where we go today, but if you watched the Pete Hegseth hearing yesterday, and I didn't watch all of it, but I saw about an hour of it, or it was on in the background when I was working, and what you noticed was he was basically saying, we're going to have a Defense Department that's, warrior ethos, and America first. And you think, well, what was it before? And basically he was saying it had become this DEI machine. And then you watched the senators, and it became this kind of shrill shrieking session where the senator from New York, Gillibrand, shrieked at him. Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts shrieked at him. And I thought, if you're looking up at America, you're like, these people, again, they're like, I don't want to be too, uncharitable, but like the Karen, trope. They're just whining and screeching about how we need more diversity to be a more lethal. One of the senators said we needed diversity to be more lethal. Now, I'm not against diversity. I've got plenty. My brother's a Marine. His toughest fighters were African American guys, especially from, like, one guy was from the hood in Baltimore. I mean, he my brother said to me once, we're going to go out for dinner with him. Don't point at him. And I said, what do you mean don't point at him? He said he doesn't like to be pointed at. And later on in the meal I pointed at him, and he's like, I don't like that. I don't like that, sir. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that again. So my point is, understand the mission, and don't get off base. I do think the American people, in other words, DEI is a system that is a lie. It's not about, as I said last week, if I told you have to hire Irish Catholic guys only, you'd pretty soon have a system that would fail. So any system that's not based on, hey, do the job, but more importantly, you tell me what the system does, and I'll tell you what its mission is. Don't tell me what you think the mission is, a strong defense, but then you show me that what it's really doing is a social experiment. So I think you're going to have more clarity on stuff. And then the only thing I would say, I'm kind of getting excited now because I'm closer to it than you guys, but I want to make you happy, is the Doge thing is going to be fantastic to watch. These guys are great, and they're so smart, and they're so into it, and they're so patriotic. Because if you go to a Doge guy and you say, "What are you doing?" They say, "We're trying to." It turns out they're wasting all this money. They look at it like, if you said the mission was to take care of the money and be stewards, and you're wasting it, you can't do that. And so they're like, he's got to not do that. So it's going to be really exciting.
Well, and I'll tell you, Eddie, the DEI thing has kind of been exposed as ineffective. Not only you don't know whether or not the person can do the job, because some could,
right?
But you start assuming they can't. And the other thing is you're distracted about the fish and the mice and whatever, and then everything goes up in flames. And I'm not being snarky. There's no focus on the job. Look at your January 6th. There were 300,000 people on the mall, Eddie, and I'd like to know what percent of our resources was spent running them down and missing out on real terrorists that came in. One of them tearing down the Bourbon Street the other day, and that's because of a lack of focus, because you take your eye off the ball. And there's a lot of things. Yeah. There's a lot of balls up there, and you need to keep your eye on them.
Ed, how does that? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Stevie J. I got to follow this. So many things we could cover. But Jack Smith, the famous prosecutor who spent $30, $40, I don't know, $50 million, I'm not even sure, millions of dollars to try to prosecute Trump, he quit. He's off to a probably law firm, probably making more money than you and I'll ever see. But before he did this report. And so it's a report. Now, he's a prosecutor. The prosecutor gets judged on convictions or not. You don't get judged on writing projects. You're not a novelist. You're not a columnist. But he drops a report that basically says, and I rely on all of the select committee on January 6th telling me stuff, and obviously Trump is guilty. And you look at it and say, what kind of idiots do they think we are? The select committee was revealed to have deleted files, destroyed evidence, suborn perjure against witnesses. That's what Liz Cheney did. They were shown to have not tracked down the pipe bomber, not tracked down the gallows creators, not revealed how many feds were in the audience in the event. All these things, and yet Jack Smith, with a straight face, relies on that to say, I have a report. These people are insane. And the only good news is the American people are looking at it going, yeah, we see through that. I hope. And I'll tell you one thing about what's going to happen, because I'm going to be a part of it. These guys, maybe they didn't commit a crime, but you're going to see it. I'm telling you now, the public is going to see what they did. We may not have crimes. I don't know. Did Liz Cheney commit a crime when she called up one of the witnesses and said, don't you want to say something different than your lawyer is telling you? Don't you want, which is completely unethical, but will fit. But I'll tell you this. You're not going to doubt it, because we're going to have people that are in the government that want to shine a light on what actually Crossfire Hurricane, that's the whole Russia hoax, the beginning of the Russia hoax. That's going to be declassified. And whether there's a crime or not, I can't tell, but I can tell you you're going to see really nasty people, I think, doing really, really nasty things. And the world should see it, and the people should know it, and they will.
Yeah, and I got to just maybe correct you a little. I think Jack Smith is actually a novelist, Eddie.
That's true. Good point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Hey, okay, so Ed, do the fires in L.A. change anything politically? Do the people in California?
Do they
see this?
It's going to be great.
Do you think it's possible? Is it possible?
Yeah. Well, here's where it's going to change. Donald Trump will be talked about in Los Angeles history as the greatest supporter of Los Angeles probably in their history, because he's going to fix it. Now, here's what you haven't tracked. The Olympics are coming in 3 years. To where? Los Angeles. So you think Donald Trump, just the salesman side of him, is going to say, hey, let's have the 250th birthday of America, which is July 4th, 2026, and then the Olympics 2 years later on my watch. And you think we're going to have it be like halfway done? Hell no. We're going to be all the way done. Gavin Newsom's career is over. I mean, and the Democrats that want to run for president, like Whitmer in Michigan and others, they're happy. They needed to get him off the field. He's off the field. That guy's he's probably got it looks like he's got to me, it looks like he's got a substance abuse problem. If you watch him, he's not doing very well. But I don't know. I don't care. It's got a policy problem. But the guy is over. And what's going to happen in California, I wish I could say a Republican conservative will win. But I think the next governor will at least be a more sane Democrat, which is going to be a big deal because there's not such a thing, or a moderate Republican. But they're going to rebuild Los Angeles, and they're going to do it in a way that's going to be as good or better than it was. We're going to get rid of the regulations that say you can't do something, and we're going to get rid of the water rules that say you can't get water down south. So I think it's going to be a huge political shift, and Donald Trump is going to take advantage of the situation to make it better. He's not going to say, let me watch you guys starve or rot. He's going to say, let's fix it, but we'll fix it in the way I know works, not in the way you guys don't know works.
And Eddie, I think the political shift is going to be, there's only one party, and that's not going to change. It's just not going to change. But they'll shift, the Democrats will shift to be more like the Republicans. The Democrats' party is going to start to move away from this progressive stuff, I think, because a lot of the people who funded it lost their home or saw people who did. And they're like, and it was based on this crazy way to approach problems, which is the plan was, Stevie, it's not going to happen. And if it does, it's worth the risk. That's what the plan was. And now you got to evaluate whether that plan worked.
Well, but what happens to the progressives if you're not going to toe the line here, Ed? What do they do?
They're going to just scream and shout on the fringe like they should. That's their place. It's a free country. Whine and scream in the South. Watch The View, and then we'll rebuild the cities. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think, we can't be too naive and say everything's going to change overnight in terms of the politics. But I think you're seeing we go back and run the tape, Stevie J, of all these great shows every Wednesday. I mean, I've been saying it for years now. The Democrat Party is the party that has a problem. The Civil War is in their side. The progressives like AOC and these far left people, they're ascendant. You know, again, when you trade out Joe Manchin, who's a moderate Democrat, and instead of him, you're getting this African American senator from Maryland, and these are far left. They're further left. You know, the Democrat Party is becoming less and less attractive to more and more people. Now, look, in power, the party that's in power always has a drag because you're going to mess some stuff up and people are going to want more and better. So the Democrats are counting on the pendulum swinging their way, but they're misreading the fact that they are in disarray. And a normal person, black or white, is not looking up and going, oh, the Democrats are on my side. They're just not doing that yet. They might come up with a vision, but the vision of Elizabeth Warren screaming about DEI and Kirsten Gillibrand yelling at the guy that served tours in Iraq and got Bronze Stars, that she knows how important it is for women to be in combat roles. It makes a difference. And that guy said yesterday, Pete Hegson, he said, look, there's women in combat. That's fine. He said, but don't make me put women in combat where I know I can't use them. In other words, don't make it about changing a possibility of success because you want diversity, because diversity is not success. Success is killing the other guy in military, unless you're doing a social service experiment. So the Democrat Party's got a real problem if that's the face of the party, and we're going to see. You know, they got an election of their chair coming up, which it looks like it's all lightweights running, but we'll see. You know, who ascends in that for the Democrat Party.
I think the problem is, Ed, the progressives and their message. It's finally starting to sink in that these people aren't making any sense. And then it's actually secondary that you see the havoc they've wreaked, but it's the fact that they've got no credibility, Stevie. They've lost their credibility. Look at the news. The news, they adopted them. the news media, and now they're losing viewers. They're like, these people are nuts. And that's a bigger problem than the personalities or, well, we're going to change our policies. It's like, you're crazy, man. You don't even know what you're talking about. And that's what I've been waiting for, and we started to see it really in the last 2 months of the election. People going, wow, they are nuts. And so I think the Democrats have to move right, or the Newt Gingrich is right. There could be 30 years of more conservative leadership.
Boy, that'd be so awesome. Well, Ed, I don't know what to do, whether to call you next week or just show up at your door at the White House. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll have you arrested. I don't have my own police. I don't have my own police force. I want you guys to listen very carefully on Monday afternoon. And if you hear a guy yelling from the tops of the buildings in D.C., I'm in control now. That's what Alexander Haig. Remember, Alexander Haig said, "I'm in control now." And I'll probably be locked in a closet, but I'm in control now. And we'll try to do. I think we'll touch base on Wednesday, but I'll get back, get in and get settled and let you know.
All right. Well, listen, we're excited. I'm so excited you're part of this, Ed, to do some real good for America. And I think the country is so thirsty and hungry for this. And Johnny and I are fans, and we're excited that you get a chance to do this kind of work. Johnny, this is big time. It's Ed Martin, man. It's Ed Martin.
Yeah, that's right.
Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be sitting, or where are you going to be? Oh, wait, you don't get to sit there and watch. You're going to be at the door.
Yeah.
Of the
That's right. No, exactly. That's what I was telling somebody. That's and it's the security is so tight at the inauguration itself, the swearing in, that you can't get out of there very quickly. So I'm going to probably just watch it on TV but I when the mics went dead, Stevie J, Johnny thought the mics were off the last week, and I heard him say he never had a chance until he came on our show, and we put him. We made that guy. We made that guy.
Hey. Well, also, Ed, we've been waiting for some blessed news, and Janet and I are grandparents this morning, and we're very, 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 very excited.
Wow! Congratulations. That's better than this. That's great.
Well, it was 10:30 last night. We were asleep, and then I'm sending Johnny. I just sent you a picture, which is you're on your phone now, but. It was.
Send Eddie too now.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Eddie. 8 pounds, 12 ounces, Josephine.
Holy cow.
Josephine.
Wow,
how about that? That was Margaret Menner, Janet's mother's middle name, Josephine. So
that's great. I love that name. I love that name.
It's
wait, but it's a boy.
Little girl. 8 pounds, 12 ounces. Big girl. How about that? So
that's a big girl.
We're excited, and Ed,
congratulations,
thank you. Janet and I are so thrilled and thankful, and we're very blessed. And by the way, Ed, I enjoyed your Christmas card picture. And if there's ever been an example of a man that married far over his head, Ed.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! That's
goodness.
right. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
You might be the best salesman I've ever known. I mean, that's
exactly. That's true.
I mean, your kids are gorgeous, beautiful children. 2 boys, 2 girls. Beautiful wife who's a doctor. I mean, Ed, and look at you now. What do your kids think of what you're doing? I mean, they understand.
Well, that's funny, Stevie J. It's interesting you say that. The psychology of it. And my oldest is 20, and my youngest is 12, and the boys are 16 and 18. And they're usually not impressed. But they're kind of impressed by this one. I actually noticed it the other day. Yeah,
you moved the needle.
So I now, of course, my sons want to meet Elon. That's all they care about. And the other girls are not as. But they kind of. I was in the office the other day, and I took a photograph from the steps of the office, and it's over towards like the West Wing and the White House. And I broke through. Even Carol, who's pretty jaded at this point, is like, yeah, that's pretty neat. So I broke through it. I'll be on the good side. I'll be on the good side for about 6 or 7 days, and then I'll be right back in the doghouse. Right back in the doghouse.
Well, listen, congratulations. It changes next week, Monday at 12 noon Eastern time. We get a new president. We'll be in touch. But Ed, congratulations, and go get him.
Yeah,
thanks, guys. Great to talk to you.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's right, Stevie J. That's the best.
You bet.
See you guys.
Thank you, Ed Martin, Brother Johnny, ESPN 93.5. Our intention is to keep it going. Hopefully, Ed can do that. His office is in the White House. His Office of Management and Budget Chief of Staff.
Okay.
And his guy, Russ Vogt, will be on the panel here today, trying to get confirmation.
Right.
All right, ESPN 93.5, your weather now with our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign, and vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather ahead with regard to sunshine, but boy, a bitter start to the day. Will moderate later into the afternoon to about 21 as west and southwesterly winds pick on up 8 to 16 miles per. Watch the wind chills later on today. Cold tonight with increasing clouds, couple snowflakes around with a low down to about 15. Temperatures will begin to rise after midnight on a fresh southwest wind for the day tomorrow. Flurry chance early, more seasonal, breezy, partly sunny, and 31. In the 20s for tomorrow night, up to 38 with a mostly cloudy Friday, some patchy fog around and a touch of rain later in the day. It'll be a windy day as well. More wind and cold with temperatures sliding back into the 20s Saturday afternoon. A little rain snow mix in the morning, a couple of snow showers and flurries in the afternoon, maybe a snow flurry, and we're stuck in the lower teens on a bite to that northwest to north wind on Sunday. We'll be down below zero both Monday and Tuesday morning. For Steve AJ Broadcasting, I'm Peter Greg Solgay.
All right, 5 till ESPN 93.5. Our friend Steve Suderman is up semi-alert over at Good Vibes, where you find your fabulous 8-foot televisions. Yes, I said 8-foot televisions that fit like a picture frame on the wall, but it still takes 3 men to put that up, doesn't it, Stephen?
It is 8'2", but who's counting? But
that's a big screen, man. I don't know if you were watching the Illini last night on Peacock, but boy, that was, I think, the biggest defeat ever at IU in the history of IU.
It was, after they took the night off for the Southern Cal game.
Yeah.
It was great to see Yakachonis back on the court. I almost felt bad for Luke Goody, because we kind of got to be friends a little bit.
Yeah.
And, boy, he had a tough night. And what was that ridiculous fight at the end of the game? Did you see the whole thing?
Say again? Yeah.
I said there was that fight at the end.
Yeah. And Luke was a little chippy, but I think he was trying to show Indiana what it takes to be at that level, and he's a fighter, and the guy's real competitive. But holy cow, he got a flagrant. Luke Goody got a flagrant called against Yakachonis, and anyway, it was kind of a little melee at the end, and Bolo going over the top, shoving down Isevich was kind of aggressive.
Yeah, and it had no outcome. I mean, they should have got that over with way quicker. Anyhow. It was great to see a victory that had no question, no doubt. The game was fantastic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all the Super Bowl deals have started for the televisions. So the LG OLEDs are back to the Black Friday pricing. Sony's mid-grade, which we like a lot, and the Bravia 7, like Christian got. Let's just say that the 65 price now applies to the 75-inch TV. That one hurts a little bit, I'm sure, but they're really good deals on great TVs. Samsung, they are giving $500 off their QD OLEDs. That's the flagship model in the 75 and 65-inch sizes. We've got them in stock. It's one of the best TVs on the planet, and no qualifications at all. It's the only non-glare OLED TV out there. And then all the Polk and Klipsch soundbars that haven't gone on sale yet due on Monday. So there's just no reason to watch NCAA or the NFL playoffs or all the great stuff coming up, even Yellowstone reruns. I don't care what it is, on a mediocre-looking TV with bad sound, because it's so affordable to get great sound and audio.
Yep, and they'll install it like nobody else. It's Good Vibes. That's what they do. That's what they've done. And you can get hold of them. How, Steve? How do I see these televisions? How do I get hold of you?
You come see us at 2010 Round Barn, and we're at gvibes.com on the web, and we're about to have an all-new website. I have high hopes it might even break tomorrow, so the website's going to get a big facelift. Might not be till Monday or Tuesday, but it's all done and baked and approved, so they just have to implement it.
There was a song named China Grove back when you started your company. Big popular band.
The Doobie Brothers.
Oh, look at him go. He knows all about that.
Absolutely.
He's a rocker. He's a Fu Manchu man. He had his sleeveless on. He had the car windows down, baby. And they were starting something called Good Vibes, and Steve's been there every darn day. Hasn't missed a day of work. Amazing. Anyway, you are the man, Steve. Again,
too close to Drew.
Yeah. We will talk to you next week, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's back when they started their company in the early 70s. Good Vibes, over 50 years, locally owned and operated. All right, the 8 o'clock news is coming up. Stand by. It's cold, like 2 above.
right. And our offer today from Interstate Batteries, 2504 North Madison, Champaign.
Yep.
Head to GoStever.com.
GoStever.com for a free car battery. On us. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
They hope to implement the Trump agenda. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News 6 more. The president-elect's nominees have confirmation hearings today. First up this hour is pick for Attorney General Pam Bondi. Then, Secretary of State nominee Senator Marco Rubio and John Ratcliffe, who's in line to lead the CIA.
As the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, I'll preside over John's hearing this morning.
Republican Senator Tom Cotton tells Fox.
He's been the director of national intelligence. He and I agree that the CIA is vital for our country, but we have to get it back to its roots. It's simply not doing a good enough job collecting intelligence about our adversaries around the world.
Also today, confirmation hearings for Trump's nominees to lead the Energy and Transportation Departments in the Office of Management and Budget. Tonight, 5 days before he leaves office, President Biden will talk to us on TV, 8 p.m. Eastern. After Fox's Peter Ducey reports from the White House, they released
the letter from President Biden. It's not addressed to anyone, but it's written in his voice with things like this. It has been the privilege of my life to serve this nation for over 50 years. Nowhere else on earth could a kid with a stutter from modest beginnings in Scranton, Pennsylvania and Claymont, Delaware, one day sit behind the resolute desk in the Oval Office as President of the United States.
There are a lot of nervous people in the Los Angeles area fearing wildfire flames will spread.
The National Weather Service calling this a PDS, a particularly dangerous situation with winds between 45 to 70 miles per hour. There are a lot of firefighters on the ground right now, about 15,000 fire personnel from across the western U.S. as well as Canada and Mexico.
Fox Business's Max Gordon surrounded by wildfire ruins in Malibu. More than 12,000 houses and buildings have burned, 24 deaths confirmed. We just got an inflation update for consumer prices that are rising.
0.4% month to month on the headline CPI. The street was looking for 0.3.
Fox Business Network Cheryl Casoni also reports the annual rate of inflation also rose back up again.
2.9% year over year. That is higher than a month ago.
America's listening to Fox News.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with any base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
The 6 Trump nominee confirmation hearings come a day after Pete Hegseth went first as the president-elect's pick to be defense secretary, vowing to focus on war fighting as a change agent.
Our standards will be high and they will be equal, not equitable. That's a very different word.
But Democrats, who lacked the votes to block Hegseth, were very critical of his qualifications, including Senator Tammy Duckworth.
And let me just say that the American people need a SecDef who's ready to lead on day one. You are not that person.
Democrats also questioned Hegseth about allegations he denies of sexual misconduct, financial mismanagement, alcohol abuse. Republicans focused on military readiness.
Nebraska Republican Senator Deb Fischer said nuclear deterrence must be the highest priority.
But deterrence only works if our adversaries believe our nuclear forces are effective and credible.
North Carolina Senator Ted Budd was focused on increasing our aircraft fighters. Wyoming Senator Tim Sheehy told Hegseth,
to fix the Army in this country is a 1 or 2 year problem. We can make bullets, we can make rifles. Fix the Air Force might be a 5-year problem. Fix our Navy is a decades long pursuit.
Hegseth said investments have to be made into the manpower and innovation needed to build ships. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
On his way out of office, President Biden created 2 new national monuments, preserving more than 800,000 acres of land out west, and the president is changing U.S.-Cuba policy.
President Joe Biden has notified Congress he plans to lift the designation of Cuba as a state sponsor of terror. The White House will also lift some economic restrictions. Some expect incoming President Donald Trump to reverse President Biden's decision as soon as he takes office.
That is Fox's Jonathan Savage. Back to that inflation report. Even though it shows the annual rate of consumer price increase rose again in December, it's going over well at the stock market. A rally is brewing, Dow futures surging up more than 600 points. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign Police Chief Tim Tyler is appointing Greg Manzana as the new Deputy Chief of Police. Manzana will oversee the department's Uniform Patrol Division, specialized units including the Crisis Intervention Team, SWAT field training, explosive ordnance, and he served with the Champaign Police Department since 2002. Mattoon man accused of hitting his ex-wife and another person with his truck outside a Walmart. Officers called out Saturday on that report of the hit and run. Police learned that a white-colored truck hit 2 people, then fled. Both victims hospitalized. One of the victims identified her ex-husband, Dennis White, as the suspect. Illinois State Police Division of Criminal Investigation Trafficking Enforcement Bureau arresting 6 during a 2-day human trafficking demand suppression operation in Bloomington or McLean County. Operation focused on identifying individuals seeking to engage in commercial sex acts. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All righty, into our 8 o'clock hour we go. ESPN 93.5. We are experiencing a little bit of what we would call winter weather, sir. And that's
just a bit, just a skosh.
Yep. And so if it was sub-zero this morning, we're going to have a little more of that touching early next week, but according to my calculations, tomorrow marks the halfway point. Tomorrow? No, today is the halfway point of January. So
January 15. Well, just about. Noontime today. We'll be halfway through. It's
Illinois won at Indiana last night, which kind of warms us a little bit here this morning.
Always coming off that defeat a couple of nights ago, too.
Yeah,
right?
but then USC beats Iowa by 10 or whatever that was.
Yep.
And so USC, again, you can say, well, they're not that bad. Well, if they're losing a lot of games, they're not so good. Now they've won 2 in a row. So they got a really good coach in Eric Musselman, and they came in and got us on Saturday. But, boy, we looked like the team we thought we had, except for that little ball game, that little quip. But, yes, I think Brad Underwood made a good point. He said, kind of missed KJ. The lottery pick to be in the NBA draft coming up, our guy, the Lithuanian freshman. And what did Brad say? You got to hear this, Sawyer. What did Brad say about KJ? Kasparis Yakajonas. That's the wrong one. What did Brad say about his unbelievable player? His name is Kasparis Yakajonas.
He's just different. I don't know how to describe him. He's one of the smartest people I know. He's very competitive, beyond his years, in terms of that. But, shot a few balls and shoot around and today and went through his pregame stuff, and I'm good. So, very unique to be able to go do that. And, I obviously got off to a great start. I mean, it's hard to score 19 points in a ball game, let alone do it in the half.
Yeah, just did 19 points first half. No biggie. Man. No, he's a special player, and I've officially come forward to say he's the best basketball player I've ever seen in Illinois in my life.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
I'm going with it, and there's obviously I could name you 10 amazing players that I've seen play. One right at courtside. I've seen all these guys play. The Kenny Battles, the Darren Williams, the D Browns, all the 89 Nick Anderson, all of them. This guy for me is the best, most talented 18-year-old we've ever had at Illinois. Yeah. That's how good I think he is. He's unbelievable. He is really special. And so what you do with that is you say, well, when's our next game? Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, I guess. It looks like 11 a.m. is the Michigan State thought it was 2, but it looks like it's an 11 a.m.
11, yep.
Anyway, so watch every game you can. Go to every game you can, because when we lose...
Only 7 home games left.
If we lose... Is that
That's it?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
If we lose, before we win our last game, and somebody's going to win their last game in college basketball. There's always one. That's it. The guy's going to the draft in June, and he'll be a lottery pick. He'll be maybe top 5 pick in the NBA draft worldwide. That's our guy, and that's how special. And he's going to be a wonderful pro player. So it's exciting to see that. Yeah, you can say I had a chance to watch Kasper Siaka-Jonas for a few months.
Right.
Because that's what we got, and then it's over. That's how it works. We've never had a guy like this.
Greg, he's had 7 20-point games, tied with Io DeSumo for the most by an Illinois freshman in the Brad Underwood era.
Wow.
There was a record set by Corey Bradford as a redshirt freshman in 98-99 season. But yeah, he's on the way to break some records too.
So he's already committed himself going to the NBA draft already.
When you're a projected top 5 pick, it's kind of done for you. So
I see.
You can't not go when you're talking about tens of millions of guaranteed dollars. So it's a big deal, but the fact that he's that good it's just hard to get these kids here. And then you say, well, that was fun. Can we do it again? Well, yeah, who? All right. I mean, it's not that easy what Brad Underwood has done here. You just don't put a bunch of guys together. We have one player that doesn't start as the only returning player from our Elite 8 team. How do you just get a bunch of guys?
I know.
And do that? I'm telling you, it isn't that easy.
Well, and Lonte and Derek Piper were talking about Luke Goody on Indiana's team, and they're like, well, it's pretty much a new team. He doesn't recognize a lot of these players.
He didn't know anybody. He knows Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, and Ty Rogers on the bench who's redshirting. I mean, it's a stunning thing.
Sounds like more and more it's a recruitment thing that these teams have put together.
Yeah, the
dominant ones.
Former Illini coach, the great Lou Henson, once told me, he said, Stevie, when I was talking about good coaching, he said, they're all good. You have to just figure out how you can talk players into playing for you. That's what he said. It's just who you talk into playing for you. He was right. All right, let's check your weather. Meteorologist Greg Soye brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. They offer cost-efficient solutions for busy offices. Want to save some money? Get a free evaluation with Watts Copy Systems, 352-0428. And how about peace of mind with life insurance with Kurt Lenschow? State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Meteorologist Greg Soye has our weather picture.
And it is a frigid one out there, folks. Readings are pretty much 0 and below across just about all of East Central Illinois, Indiana. The sub-zero cold all the way down to the Ohio and to the north as well. That's another clear sky, light wind, fresh snow cover situation into play. At 3 below now, Willett in Savoy, 2 above at Bloomington Normal, 0 at Danville, 1 below over at Rantoul. Thank goodness the winds are virtually nil out there. That certainly helps on wind chills. But we'll make a nice recovery, all things considered. Mostly sunny, cold, 21 for the day today, and a west-southwesterly breeze. That'll pick up and knock wind chills down. Warm front on the move out of the high plains. That'll generate maybe some increase in cloud cover, gusty winds, and a couple of snowflakes around. Nothing more, 15, but rising on the overnight. Tomorrow, a couple of snow flurries early on, more seasonal, partly sunny, but a breeze still involved at 12 to 24 and gusty. 31 tomorrow, 38 on a cloudy, kind of foggy, misty Friday as mild air overruns these snow-covered grounds over a wide area of the Corn Belt. And there'll be a bit of rain back in the forecast late Friday. Not a major storm, but a couple of strong cold fronts may generate a little bit of rain and snow mix Saturday morning. A break, little touch of snow to coat the ground over. And that's into play for Saturday afternoon. Falling temperatures from a morning high around 31, and here comes more Arctic air stuck in the low teens, windy, a couple snow showers on Sunday, below 0 again, both Monday and Tuesday morning, highs between 5 and 10 above. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgan.
All right, buddy, thank you so much. We'll endure, which is, it's kind of what we have to do, right?
You're right.
Hang in there.
And temperature's currently at 3. I mean, you said my car said 7 below when you got in it this morning to come to work. So that's an improvement when we're above 0 and it's still plenty of sunshine today.
Yeah, just think all the bugs it's killing, huh? Come
there
on.
You go.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
And Thursday into Friday, we're, above the freezing point. A lot of people washing their cars at that time. I know we plan on getting our tree that's on the porch tucked in because we still have some Christmas up.
Yeah, well, we do too.
Okay.
All right, it's January 15, friends, and Monday's inauguration in Washington, D.C. I think it's going to be pretty cold. And how many people fill the mall? A lot. Mm-hmm. And it is a national holiday with Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Mm-hmm. So I think there'll be plenty of people, but I think you go layer up big time if you're going out to the inauguration. You'll want to You'll want to get every piece of clothing you own because you stand outside for hours, it'd be brutal.
I know at least 2, 3 from Champaign County that are planning on coming.
I think there'll be a lot of people from all over the world, and then the security and all those other issues that they got bulletproof glass up there nice and high for the president to speak. And that'll be Monday. Okay, so we do have the Cardinal Caravan rolling in the town on Friday. And that's a chance for you to meet some St. Louis Cardinal baseball players, some alumni. You'll meet Ricky Horton and Mike Claiborne. That'll be fun. And you stay warm inside when it's pretty cold out here. And so you'll enjoy it. It's at the Hilton Garden Inn this year. That's at Kirby and Neal, right to the north of McDonald's there.
Right.
And so plenty of parking. Come on in. We'll have a nice room for you. And doors will open at 11 a.m. Friday.
Got a few people with the Champaign County Freedom Celebration say, where do we come in to sell those 50-50 tickets to get you in the running to win the door prizes? We always support local charities for that. And I believe it's on that convention center side. I mean, a lot of us have been in and out of that convention center side of the Hilton Garden Inn.
I believe you'll find it if you come in.
That's right.
And then you buy raffle tickets or raise money for fireworks and other things to coordinate the 4th of July festivities.
There you go.
So happy to help the Freedom Celebration this time.
Thank you.
And the Cardinals will bring a lot of cool gifts.
Yeah.
You'll be sitting there with your raffle tickets, and you can buy a whole bunch of raffle tickets in arm lengths for $20 or something.
And really, the program starts at noon, where you're learning more about the panel of people, and then we have the question and answers that you help work the mic there, Stevie J. Thanks for that, and it'll be great to get some insight from Mike Claiborne, one of our favorite broadcasters under the Cardinal organization.
Yeah, Ricky's great. Ricky Horton is just great.
Right.
And I got a chance. I've met him a number of times, and my favorite moment was when on some sort of a Zoom call during COVID, a few affiliates were asked to, talk to John Rooney and Ricky Horton, play-by-play guys for the radio. And I said, you guys are stupid good. And Ricky said, I'm sure glad you didn't stop at stupid.
Okay. Well, and Mike Claiborne, too, I was mentioning. He'll be part of things.
He'll be
right?
part of things. It'll be just, for this one, Ricky Horton and Mike Claiborne.
Gotcha.
I think Claibs would probably do the most of the emceeing, but maybe Ricky does. But Ricky's done all that. So.
Absolutely.
Well, as the needs of customers grow, Busey continues to expand its digital footprint, allowing you to bank when and how you want, whether it's personal or a business, opening an account or requesting an appointment. You can do it all from the convenience of home. eBank, Busey's online mobile banking tool. They use it all the time. Check balances, view transactions, transfer funds, pay bills, and more. Busey's mobile app has the deposit check stuff involved, provide travel plans, not bans, analyze spending habits. Find the Busey mobile app in the App Store or Google Play. Online account opening, easy to download and easy to use, and very safe and secure. If you have questions about how to bank from the comfort and safety of home, Busey's there to help. You can contact a member of their customer care team Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 8 to noon. 800-67-BUSEY. They're very helpful. And they'll do a personalized walkthrough of easy-to-use tools. They're happy to help you. At Busey, they're very proud to offer convenient digital banking platforms that enhance their customers' user experience. Go to busey.com to get started today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
One of the topics that you brought up, Stevie, was USC, and are they still hosting games? And they are. They did host Iowa yesterday, who has not won on the road this season at the Galen Center. It's UCLA that's really in the thick of the wildfires, and they're playing their games elsewhere on the Long Beach State campus, I guess. So that clarifies that in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is from Westwood to wherever USC plays, but I don't think it's very far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're dealing with all that. But yeah, USC won their second game in a row last night.
Now, Illinois women's basketball will be in Bloomington, Indiana with a 6 o'clock tip-off on Thursday.
Yeah, rooting for Shauna Green after some devastating season-ending injuries for a couple of her players.
Mm-hmm.
So rooting for Shauna Green as well. But now we are we kind of got all ready for a potential 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon Illinois-Michigan State game. Pretty big showdown. Apparently they moved that to 11 a.m. CBS has it, national TV, 11 a.m. So we'll see if we can buckle up and go get that thing.
And when I said only 7 home games left, we got a few texts in for tickets because you want to get that winning opportunity while we're still in motion, thanks to Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
All right, check your latest again from meteorologist Greg Solier, 8:19 now.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign, and vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather ahead with regard to sunshine, but boy, a bitter start to the day. Will moderate later into the afternoon to about 21 as west and southwesterly winds pick on up 8 to 16 miles per. Watch the wind chills later on today. Cold tonight with increasing clouds, couple snowflakes around with a low down to about 15. Temperatures will begin to rise after midnight on a fresh southwest wind for the day tomorrow. Flurry chance early, more seasonal, breezy, partly sunny, and 31. In the 20s for tomorrow night, up to 38 with a mostly cloudy Friday, some patchy fog around and a touch of rain later in the day. It'll be a windy day as well. More wind and cold with temperatures sliding back into the 20s Saturday afternoon. A little rain snow mix in the morning, a couple of snow showers and flurries in the afternoon, maybe a snow flurry, and we're stuck in the lower teens on a bite to that northwest to north wind on Sunday. We'll be down below zero both Monday and Tuesday morning. For Steve A.J. Broadcasting, I'm Greg Solier.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Americans weren't seeing significant easing of inflation in December. The Consumer Price Index rose 0.4%. On an annual basis, it rose 2.9%. There was some improvement in core CPI, excluding food and energy. It rose by a smaller 0.2%, and core CPI for the year ending in December rose at a cooler 3.2% pace. JP Morgan Chase is reporting profit up 50% in the recent quarter. Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, Bank of New York Mellon, and BlackRock all reported better than expected earnings. And the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has closed its investigation into GM's Cruise robo-taxis, which are no longer on the road. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
I'm Emily Campagno, host of the Fox True Crime Podcast. From 1970 to 1973, young boys began going missing in Houston Heights, Texas. But it wasn't until August 8, 1973, that the public would know the horrific crimes of serial killer Dean Corll and his two unknown accomplices. This week, forensic psychologist Dr. Catherine Ramsland joins me with the true story of Corll's crimes, available now on foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
We would like to invite you to the St. Joseph Ogden FFA auction February 1st at the St. Joseph Ogden High School. Dinner and silent auction begins at 5, followed by a live auction at 6. There are no tickets needed to attend, and anyone is welcome.
Items to be auctioned off include fire pits, solo stove, various Milwaukee tools, door-lock welding table, various silent auction baskets, and gift certificates from local businesses.
You can learn more about our auction at our Facebook page, St. Joseph Ogden FFA.
Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
All right, 8:23, ESPN 93.5 on a cold Wednesday morning. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
We got a Stever. We're giving out car batteries. Giving them away. If you need an interstate battery, car, van, or truck battery, I'm giving you that chance for free. I know. Well, we just pair people up. What we do is we get great clients like Interstate Batteries and Mark Martinez. And then I invest in Mark because I know how good he is just to get you to try him. And then the surveys that come back from Interstate Batteries are just overwhelmingly good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is as consistent as we have in these surveys that we ask Stever members to, the thousands of you that have joined. You have to fill out your survey. And it is truly... trying to find one.
A lot of compliments, huh?
Oh my gosh, no, they're just above 90% on everything.
2504 North Madison, Champaign, out by St. Thomas More, but worth the drive was some of the feedback that we got for sure.
Yeah.
Because when you get an Interstate battery or a battery from a big box store, you just don't get the help and service that you need.
Sometimes
Let me just put it that way.
You might sometimes, but you don't know if the battery's old because sometimes there's dust on it. And yeah. So please rate your overall experience with Interstate All Battery Center. Excellent. Please explain. Great customer service. Large variety of batteries. Well, they are a battery center. Please rate Interstate Batteries on friendly customer service. Excellent. Staff helpful in meeting my needs. Excellent. They carry what I need. Excellent. Competitively priced. Excellent. So, Kim, thank you for that. We just, then I can tell Mark Martinez, you're just doing it, man.
Yeah. And that means a lot for a business owner who's just, grinding it out. To hear a lot of these compliments from our listeners is incredible.
Yep. Now, we're getting reports of some signals in and out a little bit. The best thing for you to do is go to X and carry it that way. We know what's going on at the transmitter. I got to get out there at 9 this morning, but I'm here now.
Yeah, on Twitter or X. If you have an account, you just go to Stevie JAY FM and tap on that live feed every morning.
Yep. So we'll get that fixed at 9, but I can't do it now because then I'd have to leave, see.
That's right.
We're so happy Illinois beat Indiana in Bloomington last night.
The final was 94-69.
Yep.
We're 3-4 on the season, 5-2 in the Big Ten.
And Brad Underwood kind of stated the obvious at the end.
State the obvious. I think we missed Kasparas for a couple of games. It was very nice to see him back. Really a young man who's done nothing.
I need to say Kasparas because that's what Brad said. I thought it was Kasparas, but you know what?
It's the emphasis on par.
All right, then let's say Kasparas.
State the obvious. I think we missed Kasparas for a couple of games. It was very nice to see him back. Really a young man who's done nothing and in quite some time. Went through shoot around today. But what a first half by him. I thought Ben set the tone for the game, diving on the floor for a loose ball.
Very at the beginning of the game, it was like, okay, so there's a loose ball. Indiana got the tip. They're at the loose ball. Some people are diving on the floor. Then Ben dives on the floor pretty hard and undercuts another player, and there's a foul on Ben Humberkaus. That's the play Brad said changed the tone. And he loved it because it was like, okay, here's a guy showing what we have to do. It's who we are.
That's right.
And everyday guys, what Brad Underwood likes to say. And interesting, Mike Ditka, I saw an old clip of Mike Ditka saying that the Bears were playing the Rams in the 85 National League Championship game. It was the final game in Chicago. And talk about everyday guys, Mike Ditka said, yeah, we're playing the Smiths. They're from L.A., and they have fancy things. We're the Grabowskis. We carry a lunch bucket, and the wives make the sandwiches.
Yeah.
And then we come home. That's who we are.
Yes.
That's who.
Go, Mike Ditka.
That's who Illinois is. Everyday guys that get on the ground. And what we thought anomaly on Saturday against USC when we didn't have fight and we didn't have the oomph. Again, it just kind of happens. You can look back at Brad's career here, and we have one or two like that. And I think every team does. Where you can talk to the guys till you're blue in the face, and they just don't have it. They expend a lot of energy during the week, and they spend a lot of energy during the year. Lou Henson used to say, you're only going to get 4 or 5 games of top performance, and the rest are just the rest. You just can't get up every game. And we remember those. Sometimes you just don't have it, and you got to still figure it out.
That's right.
And all teams have to do that. All good teams, particularly, figure out how to win when you're not at your best. Well, last night was one of those where we played fantastic. When you're winning 60-32, have the Indiana Hoosiers ever been losing 60-32 in Bloomington? I would say no, ever. And they've never lost by 25 on the home floor, apparently. That's a stat I got this morning. So. Pretty good. Hey, we were supposed to get a call from Lee Greenwood. That has been bumped because he got a bigger call. That's how it works. You get an international television station wanting you worldwide,
yes.
You're going to probably bump Stevie J.
Singing God Bless the USA out of the gate for the inauguration.
He'll be there. And, of course, The View had things to say about Carrie Underwood because she's kind of an evil person if you want to dig under the covers. Carrie's awful. I mean, how dare she sing for Donald Trump?
Are you serious?
The View said she does not love him.
Brother.
The View said it.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. It was on The View.
No, Joey Behar said she doesn't love America. She can't love America if you sing for Donald Trump.
Unbelievable.
And to The View and Joey, I would say keep her going. Just keep her going.
Who watches The View?
The only
I guess you do over Extreme.
The only way you see The View is if you watch Fox Television, because they play clips all the
Little
time.
clips, there you go.
Nobody watches The View.
Man.
If you watch The View, God bless you.
I'm just, of course, never available on that time of day.
Well, you can always DVR
too,
it, you can, or tape record it. You can always tape it.
VCR.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mike knows how to tape that tape. Go back and watch it. But no, Carrie Underwood, apparently, according to The View, doesn't love America because how dare she sing at the she just doesn't love America.
So what is Carrie singing? I'm excited now.
I think she's singing America the Beautiful.
We play a lot of her on US 105.9.
But how about America the Beautiful? Won't that be beautiful? And I think she's got some members of the military band and singers. I think it'll be absolutely glorious. But she doesn't love America, according to The View, because she's singing for God.
I just did a quick search, and there it is. All the clips of The View. What are you doing?
You don't love America. 8:30. You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Biden delivers a farewell address to the nation this evening. There's a farewell letter calling it the privilege of his life to serve this nation.
The president writing that 4 years ago when he took office, we were in the grip of the worst pandemic in a century, the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, and the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. As President Biden gets ready to leave office, he says wages are up, inflation continues to come down, and America emerged stronger, more prosperous, and more secure.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz. Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi's Senate confirmation hearing starting, chaired by Iowa Republican Chuck Grassley.
Well, she's going to get tough questions from things she said in the 2020 election.
But Senator Grassley tells Fox Bondi's qualified and should be confirmed. There are 6 confirmation hearings for Trump nominees today. America's listening to Fox News.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Here's a look at local news. Mattoon man accused of hitting his ex-wife and another person with his truck outside a Walmart. Officers called out Saturday on that report of the hit and run. Police learned that a white-colored truck hit 2 people, then fled. Both victims hospitalized. One of the victims identified her ex-husband, not as white as the suspect. Illinois State Police Division of Criminal Investigation Trafficking Enforcement Bureau arresting 6 during a 2-day human trafficking demand suppression operation in Bloomington or McLean County. Operation focused on identifying individuals seeking to engage in commercial sex acts. Champaign Police Chief Tim Tyler is appointing Greg Manzana as the new Deputy Chief of Police. Manzana will oversee the department's Uniform Patrol Division, specialized units including the Crisis Intervention Team, SWAT field training, explosive ordnance, and he served with the Champaign Police Department since 2002. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All righty, we check your weather. ESPN 93.5 brought to you by Busey for over 155 years. Busey, member FDIC.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign, Van and vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather ahead with regard to sunshine, but boy, a bitter start to the day. Will moderate later into the afternoon to about 21 as west and southwesterly winds pick on up 8 to 16 miles per. Watch the wind chills later on today. Cold tonight with increasing clouds, couple snowflakes around with a low down to about 15. Temperatures will begin to rise after midnight on a fresh southwest wind for the day tomorrow. Flurry chance early, more seasonal, breezy, partly sunny, and 31. In the 20s for tomorrow night, up to 38 with a mostly cloudy Friday, some patchy fog around and a touch of rain later in the day. It'll be a windy day as well. More wind and cold with temperatures sliding back into the 20s Saturday afternoon. A little rain snow mix in the morning, a couple of snow showers and flurries in the afternoon, maybe a snow flurry, and we're stuck in the lower teens on a bite to that northwest to north wind on Sunday. We'll be down below zero both Monday and Tuesday morning. For Steve AJ Broadcasting, I'm Peter Greg Solier.
Honest, professional, and affordable. That's what you get from Classic Plumbing and Air. Done right, guaranteed.
I'm Ty Rogers. I'm a basketball player from the University of Illinois. Juke out the competition and cross over to Classic Plumbing and Air. Take a shot and call Classic Plumbing and Air. At Classic Plumbing and Air, it's done right, guaranteed. We care about your air.
So if you need help with your heating, air conditioning, or plumbing, connect with Classic Plumbing and Air at classicplum.com.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
All right, ESPN 93.5, final segment. We got the boys this afternoon. Lonte, Derek Piper, more on the Illinois-Indiana game with the Illini won 94-69.
Yes.
Wow.
25-point spread there.
Ooh, people were leaving at halftime. They were booing the Hoosiers. That doesn't happen.
What is happening? Kylan Boswell with 22 points. Kasparas Yakachonis, 8 of the first 10 points right out of the gate.
Yep.
21 points for him. Thomas Lavivicius with his 7th double-double of the season.
He played great.
Yeah.
No, we were really good, and that's kind of what we get. You know, sometimes the Washington-type games happen, and we don't play so well, but we still win.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes the Oregon game happen where you just don't know how much you're going to win by, but you're going to win.
What did we get, 109 points in that game or something?
Well, we had 60 at half last night. I thought we were going to get 120.
You're right.
It was just very, very...
but the Hoosiers did click after the halftime. They went on a 10-point run, didn't they?
They came back with the energy I thought they'd show all game, and then they cut it to 16, which is kind of uncomfortable when you're up by 28. So they cut it to 16, and then we went on a mini run, and I think Kylan got a big 3. We were up 21, and then it's just like the air came out of Indiana again, and it was like, we went back up 30. So I think there's a whole. That's why when you said yesterday people can go buy tickets on StubHub for $12, I'm going, what the world's going on? That's what's going on. The Hoosier fans are not happy.
I see.
Because they don't like what the team that they were promised this year was supposed to win the division, the conference, the whole thing.
Right.
They were supposed to be Big Ten champions.
So next up on CBS is 11 a.m. at Michigan State in East Lansing on Sunday, the 19th.
All right.
Then we're home on Thursday, the 23rd against Maryland.
Yep.
That's an 8 o'clock start. Sunday, the 26th will be Northwestern at the State Farm Center at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we owe
Big Ten Network.
Northwestern. They beat us in overtime up there, so we got to pay them back. And Maryland will be a dogfight. They're really talented, and it's one of those games where, yeah, we're at home. Well, it's the Big Ten. So they're all going to be, you just got to go play hard every single time. You can't take a night off or you lose. We saw that with USC. So you just gotta go play hard every darn night and see how many you can win and see if it's enough at the end of the year. And of course, the only thing that really matters in college basketball anymore is the NCAA tournament. And obviously, the better seed you get, the better chance you have of advancing. So if Illinois were to be kind of a, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be better than if you're a 6 or 7. If you are a 6 or 7 seed, then you're going to have a rough first weekend as well. If you're a 2 or 3, then there's a chance that you'll be outmanning a team or two on your way to the Sweet 16. But no, you can lose in game 1 of the NCAA tournament. We all know that. But you could also go to the Elite 8 like we did last year or get that knock. If we not played Connecticut, I think we'd have been to the Final Four. I think we were that good. We just ran into the national champion that went nuts in the second half on us. But now we're good. We got one of those teams that can absolutely blow you out. And that's kind of fun to be that team.
Absolutely.
And we have that kind. Now, if you miss all your shots, it'd be one of those games. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to grind it out. And that happens in basketball. You're just not going to make them all every night. So that's that. All right, Michelle Obama will not be.
I just saw that.
Yeah, so she's must have another schedule. I think she has a meeting down at the McDonald's.
All the ex-presidents will be there,
and their wives.
Except Michelle Obama.
Except Michelle Obama.
And I was just noting how incoming First Lady Melania Trump will join a tea with the Bidens. There's just so many different things revolving around the inauguration. Of course, there's the parade, about 7,500 participants, including first responders, veterans groups, and marching bands from schools, all coming in to participate in that. Of course, there's these various balls going on. There's different stops for Trump all weekend. It's really a 4-day thing. I saw that the Village People performance at the Starlight Ball will focus on the high dollar donors as they perform YMCA and Macho Man for the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Village People took some criticism for that as well. And according to The View, Carrie Underwood doesn't love America if she sings for Donald Trump.
Unbelievable. She's part of the inauguration with God Bless America. God Bless the USA from Lee Greenwood will be touching. This should be a fabulous affair on Monday.
Yep. And so Village People will be cranking it up. Those guys got to be 70.
I know.
Aren't they?
That's right.
They got to be in their 70s, I would think.
But our American Idol winner from way back, Carrie Underwood, had said that, this is just a time to come together in the spirit of unity, looking forward to the, future. I'm honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and be a small part of this historic event.
No question.
I love our country.
She's
started
a Missouri girl, isn't she? I think she's from Missouri.
I don't know.
I think Carrie
I would've
Underwood
said Texas, but that could have been Kelly Clarkson. Sometimes I get those.
I'm pretty sure Carrie Underwood was just a rural farm girl in Missouri, and they did a little feature on her because she was traveling to be an American Idol. And whenever they do a feature, they know you're going to be pretty good.
That person is going to go on.
Yeah.
And I know she married that hockey player, Mike Fisher, who played for Nashville. Yeah. So she was born in Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Okay.
She's 41.
Kind of Missouri, next door. All right, 8:43. We'll check some more sports and weather coming up.
The Urbana Park District Health and Wellness Center is open. Located at 2002 East Washington Street in Urbana next to the Brookins Center, the Health and Wellness Center has 2 full basketball gyms, pickleball courts, a walking track, weight and cardio rooms, a fitness classroom, and a meeting room. Buy an annual membership for unlimited access. For more information, call 217-255-8601 or visit urbanaparks.org. Urbana Park District, you belong here.
Got a plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, or sewer problem? Look no further than Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Locally owned and trusted, Fred's team of professionals is ready to tackle projects both big and small. Why waste time and money on complicated DIY fixes? Fred's experienced team will get the job done right, saving you time, stress, and cash. And when it comes to sewer problems, make sure you call Fred's for a second opinion you can trust. At Fred's, they do it all. No project too big, no project too small. They do insulation, repairs, replacement, and maintenance, and they now offer service agreements. For reliable service, professional expertise, and solutions that work, call Fred's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric today, 217-586-3863, or go to fredscu.com. You can always trust Fred's.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
All right, Illinois beats Indiana in the locker room after the game. Here comes Brad Underwood.
Yes, go Illini.
Not easy to win on the road in this man's Army. Heck of a win for the Fighting Illini, 94-69.
Yes, we're number 19 and number 12, Michigan State, Sunday at 11 a.m. up in East Lansing. And our women will be in Bloomington, Indiana, Thursday starting at 6. So go Illini women beat the Hoosiers.
Let me play Brad again being asked about this kid they call Kasparas Jakajonic.
No, he's just different. I don't know how to describe him. He's one of the smartest people I know. He's very competitive, beyond his years, in terms of that. But, shot a few balls and shoot around and today and went through his pregame stuff, and I'm good. So,
man. I mean, he's kind of like Jimmy Chitwood. Hoosiers.
Okay.
I'll make it. Okay, give him the ball.
Exactly.
Give him the ball.
Well, they kind of had that moment for the Unity Tuscola game.
Yeah,
yesterday.
How about that? I got a clip. Matt Franks, the coach at Unity, ran an out of bounds play on the side. It's 3.2 seconds left. Tuscola's up 52-51, and they threw kind of a lob pass to a big kid in the middle who jumped really high, and in the same motion banked it off the glass for the winner at the buzzer.
Yes.
So Unity does beat Tuscola. Tuscola's always good these years. Every year they're good, and Unity, of course, last year won 25 times. It was 25-26. Matt Frank's first year there, and now they're 11-6 because they got to shake off the football.
Right.
All their players are football.
The Franks boys celebrating their birthday yesterday, wasn't it?
Sure did, yeah.
Matt's dad.
Yep. And so, so it was a great win for the Unity Rockets.
That's right. We had number 24, Wisconsin over Ohio State, 70-68. At USC in the Galen Center, they're still playing at USC, but the UCLA games are being transferred to Long Beach State with all the wildfires happening in Southern California. USC over Iowa, who hasn't won a road game this season, 99-89 was the final. And some upsets in top 25 basketball. Number 21, Ole Miss over number 4, Alabama, 74-64. Missouri over number 5, Florida, 83-82. Arizona Arizona over number 25 Baylor 81-70. We'll have Cleveland and the Indiana Pacers. Oh, that had the Cleveland on top 127-117, and New Orleans over the Chicago Bulls 119-113. I think Io's out with a calf injury on that one, but expected to play in the game against Atlanta tonight at 7, and Orlando is in Milwaukee.
Let me get you Gray's weather another time. Coming up next, it's ESPN 93.5.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information including repair quotes and online scheduling requests available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Good morning, First Federal Savings Bank. How may I direct your call?
Speak with friendly, real people during lobby hours. It matters when you call First Federal Savings Bank of Champaign-Urbana. A real person located at the bank. Not a recording answers your call during lobby hours. Personal, friendly service makes a difference. 217-356-BANK.
Thank you for calling. Have a great day.
Rated 5-star superior by Bauer Financial, Inc. Fast, friendly, and local with local loan decisions and underwriting. If you're not already banking with us, give us a try. We think you'll love it here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 435120.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign-Urbana and vicinity. Nice day's worth of weather ahead with regard to sunshine, but boy, a bitter start to the day. Will moderate later into the afternoon to about 21 as west and southwesterly winds pick on up 8 to 16 miles per. Watch the wind chills later on today. Cold tonight with increasing clouds, couple snowflakes around with a low down to about 15. Temperatures will begin to rise after midnight on a fresh southwest wind for the day tomorrow. Flurry chance early, more seasonal, breezy, partly sunny, and 31. In the 20s for tomorrow night, up to 38 with a mostly cloudy Friday, some patchy fog around and a touch of rain later in the day. It'll be a windy day as well. More wind and cold with temperatures sliding back into the 20s Saturday afternoon. A little rain snow mix in the morning, a couple of snow showers and flurries in the afternoon, maybe a snow flurry, and we're stuck in the lower teens on a bite to that northwest to north wind on Sunday. We'll be down below zero both Monday and Tuesday morning. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. UC Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868, UC Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Now at Jets, order any 3-topping pizza and get $5 off. Just use promo code 3TOP when ordering. That's the number 3, T-O-P. Want to impress family and friends and spend less? Get creative and build your own 3-topping pizza with their favorites for your holiday gatherings. Available in deep dish, thin crust, New York style, or hand toss round. Any 3-topping Jets pizza for $5 off with promo code 3TOP. It's a deal. Jets, better because it has to be.
Hi, this is Troy Lands from Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With colder temperatures here, let's make sure your heating system is operating at its best. At Lands, you can join our comfort family and get exclusive savings and support to keep your heating system in tip-top shape this winter and all year round. Our plans offer tune-ups, discounts on repair, and even lifetime system enhancements. Plus, we back up our equipment with labor warranty when we install it. Find out more about our comfort family maintenance plans at landsinc.com. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
Yep. If you need a new car, truck, or van battery, I'm giving those out as part of our Stever program, the program where I, Stevie J, give you my money so that you might be able to test out a client. And today's client is Interstate Batteries. I think they're terrific. Mark Martinez is the owner, and it's on Mattis Avenue, North Mattis, as you're driving toward the high school of St. Thomas.
2504 North Mattis.
As you're driving toward the high school of St. Thomas More, it's right on the right-hand side. And it's called Interstate Batteries, so I will give out a car battery for you. In fact, I'll do 6 of those today at $150 each. All you do is go to gostever.com. You have to click, like enter or click me or whatever it says, and then you'll get an email after 8 tonight if you're one of our winners. So, yeah, good luck to you.
We have some friends that are at the Australian Open, and former Illini Alexander Vukic has won and in the second round now, so thanks for that heads up. I know you started out your morning at the coffee, and a lot of people talking about the St. Thomas pancake and sausage breakfast coming up this Sunday, 7 a.m. to 1.
That's kind of legendary. They've been doing that for 58 years at St. Thomas Grade School in Philo.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Stay warm. We got this winter thing going on, but we're halfway through the longest month of the year for us in winter. So enjoy and get out there and enjoy some sunshine, some radiational heating maybe. We'll return in the morning. Thank you for listening. The boys this afternoon after 3 o'clock with more on the Illini win at Indiana. This is ESPN 93.5, and I'm Stevie J. Have yourself a great Wednesday.
What is most important in your life? This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that can help clients like you realize your goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Pia's 1609 West Springfield Avenue in Champaign. Enjoy drink specials from Coors and Miller Lite, Twisted Tea, Captain Morgan, and Bullet Rye Bourbon. As we say, go Illini. Great drink specials, terrific pub food like the Slugger Burger, chicken fingers, loaded nachos, and fish on Fridays. Pia's will have a fan bus to watch the Illini. It leaves a half hour before tip-off. As you head to the State Farm Center, get dropped off and picked up in the Front Circle Drive off 1st Street. Pia's 1609 West Springfield Avenue in Champaign.
Hey, where are you headed?
To Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola.
What do they have there?
What don't they have there? Living room furniture, benches, chests, love seats, sectionals, tables, bedroom sets, hutches, nightstands, end tables, cabinets, mirrors, stools, clocks, lamps, pillows, rugs, desks, media consoles, patio furniture, Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and more.
So, everything.
Yeah, probably could have just said that.
Kelsey Furniture, quality for less.
You mentioned lawnmowers. Can I buy a Dixie chopper in January?
Oh yeah, there's still a couple of great, gently used, well taken care of. One of them was actually Gail's mower from last year that he used, that he's got in. It's got a couple hundred hours on it. It's really an excellent machine. It's like new. You're not going to find a more well maintained.
I bet.
And of course, when he's wanting to get the most out of it, and he's not turning it up. You know, if something looks off on it, he's going to get it fixed, and we've maintained that and done well with it. So that's a great buy for somebody that's looking for a bigger, even a commercial guy, somebody that wants to get started in the business. Mm-hmm. That's the thing to do right there. The warranty's still intact on it, so we're looking to move that. We've got a few new mowers in the shop and ready to go. Just talk to Andy at Dedicated Diesel, 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana. You can give him a call at 217-328-0562.
DSC's Tree of Hope, a symbol of community and possibility. Donations coming in before we wrap up January will support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, providing programs, resources, and the opportunity to thrive. Every light on the Tree of Hope represents a life touched by your generosity. Together we can create a brighter future for all. Make your gift before January 31st. Visit dsc-illinois.org.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow right here in Champaign-Urbana can switch you over so you can start saving today. Kurt and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give them a call when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you tired of shivering in the winter? Look no further than your local heroes at ABC Heating and Air Conditioning. Hi, this is Gina inviting you to give us a call at 217-352-5400 to book your appointment to make sure your furnaces run safely and efficiently this winter. We've been proudly locally owned and operated and have been serving our community for over 50 years. ABC, always be comfortable. Call me 217-352-5400 to book your appointment today or go to abcheatingandac.com.
Crime is happening right now in our neighborhoods and across our communities, but you can help stop it with a donation to Champaign County Crime Stoppers. Your tax-deductible donation is an investment in a safer community for your family, your business, and the future we all deserve. Crime Stoppers has been fighting crime and assisting local law enforcement for nearly 4 decades, and we are funded through the generous support of those willing to stand up against crime. Join our ranks by visiting ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org and donating today.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.